last 10 weeks, we've been looking at the 10 commandments. We are coming towards the end. We're in the 10th commandment, which tells us, do not covet. Yesterday, we saw that this command speaks to the ways in which we handle our desires. We saw that desire in and of itself was not a bad thing, but we often allow it to take us places that we shouldn't go. The basic argument of the 10th commandment is that we should not be living in a state of perpetual desire. We should not let what we don't have ruin our life. Put this another way, we should be thankful for what God has given us. Which makes this a very different kind of commandment. As you have learned over the last 10 weeks, there's a number of commandments that are given in Exodus and then repeated in Deuteronomy that get updated by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. And we see that they're much deeper and they go to our heart, not just a statement about the externals. This commandment, the 10th commandment, doesn't wait for a New Testament update. It speaks to our heart right out of the gate. God is not simply trying to shut down wrong living, murder. He's trying to shut down wrong thinking, unrighteous anger. God is not simply trying to shut down, a gluttonous life. He's trying to help us curb and understand our desire and to desire the right things in the right ways. So he wants us to order our loves. Now, I've talked about this before, often in the context of freedom, because freedom in recent years has changed its definition. It used to be that to be free meant you had the freedom to do the right thing, and now freedom generally means you have the freedom to have whatever you want without necessarily having any kind of discipline to go after it. It used to be an athlete had freedoms to perform on the athletic field because he or she had disciplined their body and practiced and was in good shape and all that stuff. Or a musician was free to play great music because they had worked on the scales and they had practiced all this stuff. We don't think about freedom that way much anymore. Today, we just sort of want what we want. We demand what we want. And we don't want any of the hard work that goes into it. So my point today is some of the freedom from desire that we're after comes by being disciplined in our thoughts. So it's not just our actions that get God's attention, our thoughts do as well. And so we need to learn to discipline our thought, to hold every thought captive to Christ, as Paul writes in Ephesians. One of the commands that we are given, one of the specific commands that we are given is that we are to be grateful. We are commanded to be grateful. We are commanded to embrace gratitude. The flip side of restraining our errant desire is to grow in gratitude, to find more contentment in life, more appreciation for what God has already given us. And we can, just like an athlete or a musician, we can discipline ourselves down that path and then reap benefits. Be grateful today and have a good day.